Day here to celebrate what's happening and what's going to happen on this site. I am Al Ortwig. I am president of the Payne District 5 Community Council, and standing with me are District 5 council members. So we're proud to be here. We're proud of all the work that's gone into making this project possible. This project started out many years ago. We talk about phase 1 and phase 2 now. And we were just a group of community people looking to make this a stronger neighborhood and to do something dramatic in this neighborhood. I want to thank the other partners from the private partnership for being here, the Bradshaws, the Arlington Hills Lutheran Church. Their work has been tremendous. I want to thank the city staff, the county libraries, and the rec center. This is an exciting project and an innovative project. These departments are willing to work across department lines to make sure that we have a project that is effective, interesting, and exciting. I want to say that this is a major investment by the city on the east side. And I'm extremely excited that the city is willing to make this kind of financial commitment to the east side. And I want to salute Dan Bostrom. Dan has been nothing if not persistent in making this effort happen. Dan has wanted a building that would anchor this corner and get the attention of people driving by, but he's wanted a project that would spark investment in this community. And that's what we're counting on. At this time, I want to introduce the mayor of the city who has made this possible. He has generated the financing to make it happen. I want to introduce our great mayor, Chris Coleman.
What a glorious day. You know, it's been the first day in a long time where you actually got to walk outside without dreading going out because it was so hot. It's an absolutely perfect day. It couldn't be a better day to do a groundbreaking and to celebrate this amazing leap forward for the east side of the city of St. Paul. There are so many folks that I want to thank personally that have made this possible. Some that have worked directly with the city of St. Paul. Mike Hom, our great Parks and Rec director, Kit Hadley, our libraries director, all of their staff. I just mentioned over at Arlington Hills, the unsung hero of this is Todd Hurley and his staff in financial services, who figured out a way to turn a $6 million project into a $14 million project and really truly make a statement about our commitment to the future of the east side. We have our great support on our council. Dan Bostrom obviously deserves every ounce of credit that he has given for this project. As I said, he quite frankly became really annoying. But you know, that's how you get things done in this world. Is you just be the you just keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and great things can happen. And Dan has demonstrated that with this project. We also have our great new council member, Amy Brenmo, who, though it's not her ward, the constituents and the residents of her ward will be greatly impacted by this opportunity here. And so, Amy, thank you for being here. The great support of our legislative delegation that has been just really strong. Our county commissioner, Jim McDonough, and our state representative, Tim Mahoney, have just been, they believe in the east side, they know how great the east side is, and they know how much greater it can become. All of these pieces have come together. You know, I was just saying a few minutes ago over at Arlington Hills that a lot of people talk about the changing face of the east side. And I always say the east side is as it has always been, which is a place where people can come to the city of St. Paul. People can put down roots. People can raise their families. People can educate their children. People can create a better life for future generations by living here, by growing here, by believing in themselves, in their families, and in the future of the city. And I think that that's what this project represents. To take a partnership between the parks and the libraries, to say, how are we going to deliver services differently? This is going to be truly a kind of a monumental sea change in how we approach these things. To say, you know what, we're not going to silo what we do in our city in terms of our families and our children. We're not going to say the library's over here, and if you want to have an opportunity to play, you go over here. We're going to say, come to this center. Come to Payne, Maryland, and have an opportunity to learn, to play, to develop your bodies, your minds and your bodies. the spiritual, the physical, all of those things we'll have those opportunities here. And the ground that we break today is really breaking the ground for not just this project, but for future generations of partnerships and projects. All of the community members that have been so strong, really making this day possible. If it wasn't for the leadership of the community, not the elected leadership, but the genuine leadership that says, you know what, we believe in this community and we're going to do what we need to do, we would not be standing here today breaking ground on this project. There's also one other person who I want to thank personally for her leadership and her role and support in this, who is now in a different position than when this project started, and that's Ann Mulholland, who is now former deputy mayor, now with the St. Paul Foundation, who when she was deputy mayor figured out a way to make this project happen. And let's give Ann a big round of applause. Her successor, she left, handed it off to Paul Williams, the new deputy mayor, and Paul has championed and continued to move this project forward through a lot of hurdles. I want to give Paul Williams a big round of applause as well. The bottom line, folks, is City of St. Paul is a city of neighborhoods. And if you're going to live up to that reputation of being a city of neighborhoods, then every neighborhood in your city has to be strong. Every neighborhood in your city has to be invested in, and every child in every neighborhood has to have a bright future. Today, we renew our commitment to the East Side. We renew our commitment to the children and to the families of the East Side. We renew our commitment to the city of neighborhoods. We renew our commitment to the city of St. Paul. This is a wonderful project. It is, to borrow Dan's word, a little bit of a miracle. It's a great day in the city of St. Paul. Thank you all very much.
Thanks, Mayor. I'm never exactly sure what kind of an introduction I'm going to get from him because I've known him for so very, very long and have worked on a lot of various projects with him. And we've been on opposite sides of various issues, but you know, in the final analysis, I think we both recognize when important things have to be done, and sometimes it's just a matter of getting there. We got here. This is absolutely huge. And as I've shared with a lot of folks over the years, this is more than just a building on this corner. This really is our opportunity to send a message that great things are happening. And one of the things that I've talked about an awful lot, maybe to ad nauseum to some of you, about the whole idea of recognizing a great East Side hero, and that was Herb Brooks. And you know, Herb, and I brought along a couple of visual aids over here for you to take a look at. And as you see on the left over there, that's a drawing of Hastings Pond, probably from about 1940 or 1950. The guys are out there probably on two-runner skates and playing boot hockey and just working hard. The picture on the right is 1980 when the USA won the gold medal in hockey. The point of all of this is that picture in 1980, those guys didn't start doing that a week before. That started years and years and years ago, back probably on Hastings Pond or something like that. And the reason that they got there, they got to Lake Placid, the reason that they won was years and years and years of hard work and determination, and all that hard work and preparation finally met opportunity. They were ready. When Herb had and for those of you that have watched that movie, Miracle on Ice, when he had those guys in the back room just explaining it to him, you know, if you go out and play these people 10 times, you will lose 9 of those 10 games. But gentlemen, tonight is your night. They believed it, they were prepared, they went out and did it. And ladies and gentlemen, today is our day. This is where the revitalization of the East Side really begins.
Thinking back on this project, and I remember actually I was at one of the very first meetings Dan pulled together at Merrick on Edgerton and Minnehaha, kind of started laying this out, and there was a lot of deer in the headlight looks from people at the table. You want to do what? They just couldn't quite get their hands around kind of what the vision was. And certainly a meeting over at Pauley's to have a conversation about how the county and what our work was going to be here on Maryland Avenue and how we could help partner that. But the real piece here that I think is important to convey here, and East Siders aren't always known for their patience, but this project has taken patience and it's taken persistence, but it's taken a champion that's been willing to be in it for the long haul, and partners of those champions, and that's Dan Bostrom. Congratulations to Dan, the leadership from Arlington Hills Church, and all the community groups that have not only had the patience but the persistence to advocate for a vision that they believe in, and today we're going to celebrate that. So I'm glad to be a part of that. The partnership that we have been able to work here, both in the mayor's office and with Councilman Bostrom, with the state legislature, they're all beneficial to the east side, because you can't get these things done alone. You need people to be able to step up and build those relationships, the community groups. So thanks, I'm just absolutely delighted to be a part of it. I haven't seen Dan smile this big in many, many years, and it's good to see.
Well, thank you all. Truly a great day for the city of St. Paul and the east side of St. Paul indeed. As Mayor Coleman, Councilmember Bostrom, and others have mentioned, this project is very much about the community, and I want to have a couple thank yous here to folks that have been a huge part of pulling this all together. First, I want to recognize and thank by name Carolyn Brousseau and the entire Payne and Maryland partnership that have worked with us in bringing the vision for what services in this community can look to, bring that vision to light. They've been a great partner in rallying attention and awareness, and I'd like to thank and recognize them for their work. I also want to point out how great it is to see young people here. As we've spoken about the services here, it's been about a ton of discussions between the Parks Department, the Library Department, Kit Hadley, the Library Director who couldn't be here, bringing these things together and we do so much great work together throughout this community, and this is going to give us an opportunity to come together in a building and provide those services. I want Debbie Williams, the Deputy Director from the library, is out in the crowd standing next to Kathy Coram, the Parks Deputy Director. I want to thank and recognize them for all their work. And finally, I want to recognize our design team, our professional team that is charged with bringing this vision to reality. Tom Russell, our project manager in Parks, Brian Tortolet, I think is over there leading the team of consultants that includes Chris Gibbs and HGA, thank you, and the entire team that's bringing this project together. I trust them immensely to bring this vision to reality, but now, guys, clearly the pressure's on to deliver, so have at it.
I'm like Commissioner McDonough. I wasn't expecting to say anything, but after, 15 or 20 days of 95-degree weather, I think I could probably speak for another hour and everybody just enjoy being outside, out of the air conditioning. Many things have been said. And at the end of the day, the East Side has always been a melting pot for new residents, old residents, and anyone who wants to join us over here. And as we rebirth parts of it, this is a great start to that rebirthing for this next generation of East Siders. I grew up here. I live a mile from where I grew up. There's a lot of people in this crowd from the East Side that are the same way, maybe a little longer than a mile. I'm very proud to be here today. I think everyone is proud to be here today and will be just as proud when we see this. The pressure's on, gentlemen, when this building is completed. So I won't go any farther, but I do want to thank all of the people that have been involved in this, and there are too many to name. So thank you again for all the hard work you've put in and all the sacrifices that have been made. Let's go toss some dirt.